This is the story of aliens who take over 99% of the human population on Earth, and send their souls into deep sleep, and now it meant that now the body of humans was occupied by that aliens. Also a strange light was shine in the eyes of every human being possessed by the aliens, by which it could be found out whether there is an alien in the body of this person or not. At the beginning of the story we are told that some time ago there was a sudden alien attack on the Earth, during which the aliens attacked the humans and took possession of 99% of the humans. These aliens used to capture humans and send their inner soul into deep sleep, and by putting themselves in humans' body, they lived with the support of their body, and if any alien went inside the body of a human, then only that alien would have control over that human's body, and in such a case, it became very difficult to distinguish between real humans and aliens. The only way to recognize them was to look into their eyes. Because every person who had aliens inside, a round light was formed near the cornea of his eyes. Now from there we are shown some aliens who are following a girl named Melanie. They wanted to capture her, so that they could send her soul into deep sleep and put the soul of one of their member inside her. Melanie then jumps off the roof of a building to escape them, so that's why she falls on the ground and becomes unconscious. This makes the aliens' job much easier and they easily capture Melanie. Now the scene moves forward, where we see these aliens put their member's soul inside Melanie's body. Now, if any alien was put inside a human body, that alien could read all the memories inside that human's mind. When she regains consciousness, her eyes have become the same as the other aliens, and now it meant that Melanie's own soul had gone into a deep sleep, and inside her was now an alien named Wonder. When Wonder looks at herself in the mirror, she suddenly hears Melanie's voice telling her that it is her body. It should not have happened like it was happening to Wonder, because if the soul of an alien was put inside any human, then this alien would never hear the voice of that human. But Melanie's mind is very powerful. That's why they couldn't send her into deep sleep properly, and because of that Wonder was still hearing Melanie's voices, but Wonder doesn't pay attention to her words and goes to her leader whose name is Seeker. Well, now we know from the Wonder and Seeker conversation that aliens have taken over 99% of humans by now, and there is still the 1% of humans who are normal, and they were trying to save their lives, and during this fight, these humans killed many aliens. Also Melanie was one of them, and that's why Seeker wanted Wonder to go into Melanie's mind and tell her all Melanie's memories. Because the people Melanie used to live with had found a secret place for themselves, and where they were going to live safely with all the other humans, and Seeker wanted to take possession of these humans and put the soul of her companions in them too, so that no human being can create any kind of danger for her. When Wonder tries to tap into Melanie's memories, so we know from Melanie's past that actually Melanie's father committed suicide after the aliens attacked the Earth. At that time, Melanie ran away to save her younger brother Jamie. Now knowing that Melanie also has a brother, now Seeker asks Wonder about Melanie's brother's name. We then see Melanie inside Wonder telling her not to tell Seeker about her brother, but Wonder doesn't listen to Melanie and tells Seeker about Melanie's brother. Melanie was very upset after seeing that, because she knew that the Seeker would go after her brother especially. Now at night time we see that when Wonder was sleeping then she suddenly sees some incidents from Melanie's past. After watching them, she also found out about Melanie's boyfriend, whose name is Jared, and he also worked with the same people who had killed the aliens. By the way, Wonder wanted to tell Seeker about this too, but somehow she feels sorry for Melanie, because she knows that somewhere Seeker is doing something very wrong with Melanie, because she ruined Melanie's entire life and put Wonder inside her body. And now, after thinking this, Wonder begins to give Seeker least information about Melanie, now because Seeker wants to know about the place where all the people were going to stay, so she asks Wonder about it. So Wonder sees in some of her visions and said that actually Melanie was also going to go with these people, but before she could reach that place, she was captured. Now after knowing this Seeker leaves from there. Then Wonder sees some more visions in which she sees a mountain-type area, which was actually the place where everyone was going to live safely. Now after seeing the visions of this place, Wonder drew this place in a sketchbook, but Melanie says her not to tell Seeker about it, because if Seeker finds out about this place, she will go there and kill everyone. And now because even Wonder didn't want Melanie and her loved ones to come to any harm, that's why she immediately splits the sketch and puts it in her coat pocket. Also, until now, Wonder had not told anyone that Melanie can talk to her. Now a week passes like this. Seeker was also shocked to see this, but because Wonder had already given the name of Melanie's brother correctly, and Seeker had other information about him, so she don't say anything to Wonder yet. But as soon as Melanie hears her brother's name from Seeker, she becomes very angry. Immediately regaining control of her body, she attacks Seeker, but Seeker this time has a device with which she knocks Wonder unconscious, after which, when Wonder's eyes open, Seeker was sitting in front of her, and then we know from Seeker's words that she actually wants to get into Melanie's body herself, and she will put Wonder into another body. At the same time, Seeker had even thought that after extracting all the information from her mind, she would kill Melanie. Now when Wonder comes to know about this, she starts to worry, but she doesn't let her anxiety show in front of Seeker. Wonder immediately starts talking to Melanie when she goes to her room. Meanwhile, we know from Melanie's words that she has no tension about her life, but she knows that if the Seeker enters her body, she will know the location of the rest of the humans, and now the only way to escape is for Wonder to run away. Wonder is quite afraid of this, but because she knew that if she stayed here, the life of Melanie and her members would be in danger, so that's why she runs away from there. Wonder also steals the car that keeps her moving forward, and on the way she was talking to Melanie as well. Wonder then thought that Melanie would probably take her to where all the other humans are, but now Melanie forbids her for this and takes her in a different direction. Now driving in this direction, Wonder comes across a desert, and now the condition of her car had also deteriorated. Then Melanie tells her to get out of the car and walk. Wonder also agrees to this. Wonder had been walking for a long time and now she was very tired. That is why when she walks forward and comes to a tree, she faints, after which when she opened her eyes the next day, there was an old man sitting in front of her, who was actually Melanie's uncle. Her uncle's name was Jeb. Then Jeb quickly gives Melanie water, so as soon as he sees her eyes, he immediately takes her at gunpoint, because he found out that there is an alien inside her, and then they're Wonder trying to convince him that Melanie is still alive inside her, and then Melanie takes control of her own body and starts talking to Uncle Jeb. While Uncle Jeb was talking to Melanie, another boy named Kyle walked in with the rest of his friends. As soon as he sees in Melanie's eyes, he immediately moves forward to kill her, but Uncle Jeb was by now completely convinced that Melanie is still alive inside the Wonder. He takes the boy at gunpoint and tells him to stop, but because Uncle Jeb still couldn't fully trust Wonder, he blindfolded Wonder first, and after that they take her with them to the place where all the humans live safely. Now as the blindfold is removed from Wonder, Jared is in front of her. Seeing that, Melanie once again takes control of her body and goes to him, but as soon as Jared sees her eyes, he can't believe she's really Melanie, and in the process of this, he also slaps her. Also, Jared wasn't the only one out there who didn't trust Melanie, except Jeb. There is no one trust Melanie, because they knew that any alien can access all the memories of a human after entering in his body. That's why Wonder was left in a room just for now. There we see Seeker, who is furious when she finds out that Wonder has escaped, and then as she searches his room, she finds in Wanda's coat a sketch of the mountains where all the humans were. After seeing this sketch, Seeker realized that this is where all the humans are hiding, and so she immediately goes to that place with all her companions, but despite going there, she does not find the secret way through which all the people go inside the mountains. Then we see Wonder, who was in a much worse condition. She was getting food and water and all other things on time, but no one had yet believed that Melanie is still alive inside her, and because of that, Melanie herself was a lot more worried. Then we see that one day Jamie comes there, who actually came to talk to his sister Melanie. He then asks Wonder if Melanie is really alive inside her or not. When Melanie sees her brother, she gets control on her body and starts talking to him. After that, her brother Jamie was convinced that Melanie is still alive inside Wonder. Now both Jamie and Jeb realize that Melanie is still alive inside the Wonder, so they talk to everyone else and try to convince them that Melanie is still alive inside her, and that's why they should probably make Wonder free now, because everyone else also found this to be true. So they set Wonder free, and Melanie slowly began to mingle with them. Then we can see all these humans who are living their lives very peacefully in this cave. There they start growing crops using solar panels and mirrors, but if they needed something, they would go to the city after sitting in their truck, and from there they rob a store. They used to put glasses on their eyes first when going out, because they knew that if they don't wear them, anyone could tell they are humans by looking at them. There, for the first time, Wonder sits and eats with everyone. She says that her name is Wonder, and she has lived more than 12 planets in her entire life, and now everyone was quite shocked to know this. That's when we see Ian, Jarrett, and another of their friends in separate trucks heading to the city to steal food from stores. Then all of a sudden, Seeker eyes goes on them, and she starts firing at them from her helicopter. Meanwhile Ian and Jarrett escape, but all their companions are killed in the attack, after seeing which, Jarrett gets very angry, and he immediately takes Wonder on gunpoint after getting into their base. He wants to kill Wonder because Wonder was actually his alien, and their Jeb tries to convince him that if he kills Wonder, he will kill Melanie inside her, but Jared still doesn't believe that Melanie is still alive inside Wonder. Now there we see Ian not likes Jared's actions at all, because he knew that Jared might still try to kill Wonder. That's why he gives Wonder his room to stay. At the same time, we also get to know from his words that he also started liking Wonder. Here we have to distinguish that Jared is Melanie's boyfriend, but Ian seems to like the Wonder that is inside Melanie's body. Well, we can see in the night when Jared was sleeping in his room, suddenly he has some dreams, in which he sees himself with Melanie, and now, because Jared is also missing Melanie a lot, he decides to go and talk to Wonder, but just as he goes to Wonder's room, Ian comes there, who was standing outside for Wonder's safety. Seeing Jared's condition, Ian realizes that Jared will speak to Wonder properly, and so he lets him go to Wonder, during which we see Jared kiss Wonder after going inside. But after seeing all this, Melanie doesn't feel good at all, and she immediately takes control of her body and slaps Jared. After that, Jared also became convinced that Melanie is really alive inside the Wonder, and Melanie slapped Jared because she didn't want Jared to kiss another girl. Now of course that body was her, but at this time Wonder was in control of her, and seeing Melanie's behavior, Jared is convinced that Melanie is still alive somewhere inside Wonder. After talking to Jared for a while, Wonder then goes towards water pool, but when she was going towards the water pool, Kyle also started following her, because he felt that Wonder is deceiving everyone, and she is going to go to the waterfall and send some information to her alien colleagues. He starts attacking on Wonder as he approached the waterfall. Meanwhile, Wonder tries to run away from there, but Kyle tries to push her into the waterfall. But in the meantime, we see that Kyle was about to fall into the water pool himself, but at the right time Wonder grabbed his hand to save his life. Just then, Ian arrives, as well as Jared, as they somehow manage to get Kyle out of the waterfall, after which both Wonder and Kyle are taken to the doctor. After going there, the doctor asks them for an explanation as to what those people were doing near the waterfall, because Wonder didn't want to let everyone see Kyle's bad image, so she lies that Kyle accidentally slipped to waterfall, and as soon as Wonder saw him, she tried to help him. Then everyone trusts it, but Ian knows the whole truth. When Wonder goes out, Ian follows her so he can talk to her. After going there, while talking to her, he also tells her that he likes her. Now, since Wonder is also very impressed by Ian's behavior, so she accepts his proposal, but when she is about to kiss him, then Melanie stops her, and since the body is Melanie's, so Wonder doesn't argue much and goes inside. Now a few more days pass like this, and we get to see that suddenly Wonder discovers that Jamie's leg has been injured while working. When he was taken to the doctor treated him, but the infection is still slowly spreading through Jamie's body, and now after knowing this, Wonder immediately goes to the doctor to talk to him. But after going there, she also discovers that the doctor actually used to bring people there who had been implanted with aliens, and after bringing them there, the doctor used to try to get the alien out of these people. But during this time all these people died, and now after seeing all that the doctor has caused so many of people to die, Wonder gets very scared, and she runs towards the hall. Then in the meantime we see Melanie tries to stop her, but Wonder doesn't listen to her. At the same time, Wonder angrily told Melanie that this is her body now and she should leave, after which 3 days pass and we see that Wonder neither eats nor drinks. Also, during these 3 days Melanie did not make any contact with her, but all that didn't matter to Wonder right now. She was too scared, and she felt very bad that so many people had lost their lives because of the doctor. And then Uncle Jeb comes along, who tries to convince Wonder that he shouldn't worry like that. They just wanted to save the lives of their members who were possessed by aliens, and that's why they experimented on aliens. At first, Wonder doesn't listen to anything they say, but later she realizes that both species are very worried about their survival. So Wonder accepts Jeb's words and starts living normally with everyone as before. She then discovers that Jamie's condition has worsened at this time, and his wound is not healed at all. Now after knowing this, Wonder tries to talk to Melanie, but she doesn't get any response from Melanie. After seeing that, Wonder herself was quite scared, because last time she angrily told Melanie to go into deep sleep. And with all this in mind she goes to Ian first and asks him to kiss her, because she knew that if Ian came near her, Melanie would try to stop them. But this time when Ian kisses Wonder, Melanie doesn't try to stop them, and now it meant that Melanie's soul might have gone into deep sleep as well. Wonder gets very scared after seeing that, but she gets an idea and she calls Jared there, and this time she asks Jared to kiss her, and just as Jared does, Melanie returns there, because she couldn't see Jared with anyone else. Everyone was happy now that Melanie was back. Wonder then has an idea and decides that she will go to the store to save Jamie's life and bring back a lot of medicine, so that later that medicine can be used by everyone else. And because Wonder also was an alien, when she goes to the hospital, she gets a lot of medicine for free. And from there we see Wonder pick up some more medicines as well as a silver container. Now when they come with the medicine and spray it on Jamie's leg, Jamie's wound was instantly healed by the medicine, after seeing which everyone was very happy because now Jamie's life was now saved. On the other hand, we see Seeker as she is still trying to find out about the base where all the humans are staying safely, and then she suddenly gets an idea and decides to execute that plan, by which she could easily reach this base there. We also see Wonder, whom everyone starts to love. Now they used to take her with them to the stores, because every time Wonders went to the store, she didn't need to pay to anything, and in this way she was also fulfilling the needs of all humans of this base. One day she is returning to the base with Ian and Jared. Then, on their way, they suddenly see the dead body of a human, after seeing which they were very shocked. That is why they immediately get down from the car and go to this body. Meanwhile, Seeker arrives there and immediately takes Ian, Jared and Wonder at gunpoint. This was her plan, with the help of which she was going to reach the human base. But before she could ask Ian and Jared about base, Uncle Jeb reaches from behind and takes her on gunpoint, and he shot her on the shoulder, due to which she fainted on the spot, after which they took Seeker with them to their base. Then we see that all the humans wanted to kill Seeker, because many people lost their lives because of her. But there we see Melanie, who forbids them to kill Seeker, after which Wonder goes to Seeker and talks to her, and in the meantime, she also learns how aliens are extracted from humans by talking to Seeker. After knowing this, she starts thinking about something and then immediately goes to the doctor. Going there, Wonder tells the doctor that she has discovered a way to get the aliens out of humans. The doctor is very happy after knowing this, but Wonder was only going to tell the doctor that way if he got Wonder out of Melanie's body. But later Wonder tells him that the doctor has to leave it outside after extracting her soul, and the doctor knew that if he did, Wonder would die in a few seconds, but that's exactly what Wonder wanted. She neither wanted to go inside another human nor did she want to return to her planet. She loved Ian very much, but she knew that Melanie couldn't stay without Jared either, and Melanie will never be able to be with Jared as long as she is inside Melanie's body. Now when Melanie finds out about this, she tries to stop Wonder from doing this, but Wonder doesn't listen to her at all, after which we see Doctor agrees to remove Wonder from Melanie's body. Then the body of the Seeker is brought there unconscious, so Wonder walks over to her body and starts talking to the alien slowly and with love, which makes that alien obey Wonder, and Seeker comes out of that woman's body. After seeing that, the doctor understood that aliens cannot be forced out of any human body. If you want to get them out, you have to talk to them lovingly and sweetly. Now as soon as the Seeker's soul leaves Lucy's body, Lucy immediately stands up and starts crying with joy, because she thought she might never be able to talk to anyone. Wonder then puts Seeker's soul in the same silver container she stole from the hospital, after which she takes the container with Jared and Ian to the same base where it was kept. After going there, she sends Seeker's soul to her planet with the help of some lasers. Then we also know from her words that it will take 1,000 years for the Seeker's soul to reach her planet, and even if she comes back here after that, it will take 1,000 years, and now this means that many generations of humans are safe from the Seeker. After sending Seeker's soul back to her planet, everyone returns to their base, so after getting there, Wonder immediately goes to the doctor because she wants to get her out of Melanie's body, but no one likes this idea of Wonder at all because they don't want to lose Wonder either. Ian is the most miserable one there, but Wonder goes to him there and talks to him and somehow makes him understand. The doctor also removed Wonder's soul from Melanie's body, but shortly after that we see Wonder's eyes open again and she was still inside a human body, and this time Melanie stands in front of her, and this means that Wonder has been put into another human body this time. And now after seeing all this, Wonder is quite angry, but later we learn from their words that the girl in whose body Wonder was actually put was going to die in no time, and even if Wonder was not injected into her body, the girl would have died. Now after knowing this, Wonder feels a bit right and then she immediately goes to talk to Ian. This meant that now Ian and Wonder can live together, as well as Jared and Melanie. Now the two couples are much happier, after which we are shown a scene a few months later, where we see Wonder, Melanie, Ian and Jared come out for a ride in the car. Then suddenly they are stopped by some alien soldiers, and there they see Wonder's eyes and realize that she is an alien but everyone else is wearing glasses. That is why they ask all of them to remove their glasses. There, Wonder doesn't think about saving her life and she immediately admits to everyone that she is friend of all these humans. Now after knowing this, those two alien soldiers start smiling there, and in the meantime, a bald man comes in who is also wearing glasses. Then later, when he removes his glasses, we know that he is actually a human. And those aliens are his friends, and he was with his friends looking for other human groups that are still alive. Knowing this, everyone else's faces also smiled, and with that, this amazing movie ends here. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel.